Hello, my name is Wes May, and I am Chair of the Economic Development Committee for the Halton Hills Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber's primary goals are set out in our mission statement, which is summarized as be seen, be heard, belong. Today is an opportunity for our members to be heard, and more importantly to hear about issues that are relevant to our local business community in advance of the upcoming municipal election. With me is Syed Naqvi.
Hi.
Syed is candidate for the 2014 municipal election and is running for the position of regional chair for Halton Region. Syed agreed to come today to address questions submitted by the Chamber's Economic Development Committee and which are relevant to the upcoming election. Welcome, Syed.
Thank you so much, Wes and Steve, for having me here.
So, first question for you today. The town of Halton Hills is going to grow by 20,000 people over the next 20 years. As regional chair, how would you ensure that regional roads such as Winston Churchill, Trafalgar Road, and 9th Line are ready to handle that inevitable increase in traffic?
Okay. Very, very relevant question, and I believe it is the need of the day. What literature I've read from the Halton Regional Office in the past, there have been studies. The province is also cognizant of the fact that we do need widening of the roads and more accommodation. And the need that there'll be more population here. But there are a few things that I must mention in that backdrop. These plans have been going on since 2005, 2007, and there's been wonderful consultants' reports, but not as much implementation. And we do need to cater for the coming years, but our futuristic plans, which read Plan 2031, Plan 2012, whatever, but those plans are dated, if you see that, on the year that the report was submitted, and not much has happened in the way of implementation. That is not only for the regional government, but also for several other tiers of governments. I've seen those plans, I'm not going to name names, but the essence is that we need implementation. We do not need more reports just to assuage the people that are going to vote for us. We need to see the result, we need to see the meat of those things, and we haven't seen that. And therefore, we see the Steeles, the roads that are regional roads, basically Steeles and Dundas and Derry and the other highways which are part of our domain are all chock full of traffic during traffic hours. And a lot of man hours are wasted, not to say about the stress and the fuel and all the other stress that things that are burnt on the way. And people are losing their time that they could spend at home or doing something more meaningful or investing in personal businesses. So these things are just not pardonable, and we need to have somebody at the helm who can actually deliver.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
Next question. Water is always a concern in Halton Hills, and the issue of water resources is even more acute in Acton. Are there plans to bring expanded water and wastewater services to the urban areas of Halton Hills? And if so, how will that be funded?
Okay. Again, this issue has been studied threadbare. I mean, it's been studied to pieces. I've seen reports, like I said in my previous answer, the Prospect Park Reservoir. There were other reservoirs here which were supposed to be made, to be widened, to be updated. The wastewater services were supposed to be modernized. They were not modernized as such. We need more people. Look here, we are staring in the face of more people coming and settling down in this area. And they should, because this is a beautiful area. Why not? More people mean more business. More business means more finances coming to the city. We are trying to shoot ourselves in the foot by not planning and not doing enough as fast as we should. If we have more people, more development in the reasonable way while conserving our quality of life and our conservation areas, we tend to benefit. We will have more taxpayers. So we will have more revenue, then we can have more development. I've lived in Rockwood. We have the same water problems there like we have in Georgetown, like we have in Halton Hills and Acton. I think there are ways we can resolve it. We can team up with sister municipalities, and we can team up with the province. We can ask the feds for the money. We should have the bigger picture. We are not isolated. We are not working from our little cocoon in our basement, but we are trying to serve the same people who vote for the city, who vote for the region, who vote for the province, and who vote for the federal government. And we, the same people, need the same kind of resources for living a quality of life which we are owed by our representatives. So let's bring them all to the table, and me as a regional chair candidate would like to bring everybody to the same table and get them to commit the money that we need to do here, everything that needs to be done to make more reservoirs, to arrange for new wastewater facilities, to invest more money in digging more wells for our water supply. If we need to have a filtration plant, we will definitely have a filtration plant. Similarly goes for transportation. We need to develop this area on a priority basis. We are located in a beautiful corner of the GDA, and we are just letting it go to waste. And that's where I'm coming from.
Great, thank you. And last question, if elected, what additional steps would you consider as regional chair to improve the overall climate for business in the town of Halton Hills?
Excellent question from the business community. And I have been an entrepreneur myself, and I know. And again, for the Halton region, I would say they had a good consultancy report which has been talking ad infinitum about export-based industry. Tell me how much exports are we doing out of Halton region? I have not seen the number, either in that report or anywhere else. And they say bring more export-oriented industry, We are not basically doing that. Where the report says export-related industry should be attracted. That report, so many pages it is, so many years ago it was delivered, does not say how to actually bring those people in. It says what we should have and what the vision is, and we will be poised and positioned at such and such situation after so many years. Well, how do you plan to do that? It doesn't talk about it. Like it or not, we are still a bedroom community. We are still a community of people who are working elsewhere and coming back to live here because we are an excellent place to live and raise our children. But we have not made it an excellent place to do business in. We still have to think more actively how to do that. And why businesses choose to come instead of, say, somewhere else, in China, for example, because it's a global village. We have to get out of that mentality. We are not a little far-flung country. We are bang in the middle of a global village where all of our competitors are facing us eyeball to eyeball. And we have to make ourselves feasible and economically attractive to money from all over the world, not just North America. And that is what Maple Leaf has been doing, and that is what our other friends are doing. So I've seen people who are living here in our area and who are working over the internet, but working for employers in North America, or for Japan, or for China. My neighbor does, and he works for a Chinese company, but he's living right down in Oakville. So you see, we have to think on those lines. We need to get money coming in, but we need to know how to attract those people. And I've got a whole plan how to attract those people beyond just advertisement in glossy magazines and throwing money away at consultants' reports. You have to have something more practical to deliver. So I would bring all the people on board. I would give concrete suggestions and then decide with the council, with the regional government, and with the business community for sure how we are going to be giving incentives, because incentives is something that is going to attract businesses to our area. Other than that, I don't think we have a hope.
Wonderful. Thank you for that, Syed.
Thank you so much.
Please visit the Chamber's website to see our interviews of the other individuals running for the position of regional chair. And please remember to vote on October 27th.
And vote Syed Naqvi for regional chair. Thank you.
Thanks so much and have a wonderful day.